Hey folks, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here, and let's just dive straight into it. We've got a few things to go over this morning, and it's nice to always be one of these people that we spoke previously about, people baiting traps and expecting you to act in certain ways. And this is what we see with Twitter quite a lot. It's this whole situation of just drama after drama after drama. And it's just so obvious that people are trying to keep us in a position where we look like idiots, causing absolute mountains out of molehills, taking things to the absolute extreme. So a really positive thing that's going on right now is all of this, just the updating going on and everything around it. Sorry if you can hear the cat snoring in the background. It's early in the morning here. She's still sleeping. So Binance are going to be supporting the network upgrade, as you can see from the thumbnail. And this is really good. It shows you that the L1 team are working in correlation with Binance. And why this is so important to us is just because of the simple fact that Binance is favoring us. They are really showing us. It's like having the most ultimate vouch from Binance. They're just supporting us in every way that they can. I'm really excited to see Burning coming back. What we need to understand is that not to expect too much from Binance, but to show them as much support as we can all the time. People like this are so important in the LUNC community right now. So another entity in crypto, but most importantly in LUNC is all nodes. They're so important to our movement. They have supported us as a community that's about 9 months old now, since the get-go. We've spoken about this a lot. There's so much FUD going around, they can halt the blockchain because they've got 40 whatever % of voting power. It's going to be a black swan event and all of those kind of things. And that's kind of my second note that we're going to get onto. So Binance last night all nodes last night have put out a tweet pretty much explaining the situation around the voting power and how much voting power so the thing to note with this is they don't own the voting power. What we can see is on Terra Classic, they have around 18%. That's possibly gone down a little bit now since they've put their commission up to 10%. But we can deduct that out. That leaves around, 11%. But ultimately, it takes around 33-ish% to halt the blockchain. For starters, all nodes is not going to halt the blockchain. What benefit is there to destroying something? And it makes no sense. This is like looking at your bank and saying, they're gonna have a black swan event. They processed my bank card. They've seen everything. Everything's compromised. It just got absolutely ridiculous. And this really does show that the difference is, right, we can't have people who don't understand the system correctly running nodes from their garage. When you rent infrastructure through someone like All Nodes, it's professional. It's done properly for starters, and it's safe, it's secure. What we're seeing is jealousy, people that just don't want to see movement going forward. And it really is one of these situations where we're even seeing people who have purchased their nodes sitting there jumping on this bandwagon of drama, acting as if their own nodes weren't purchased, when this is like the most ultimate compromise. A good example of this is what happened with Vegas's validator. Not to point fingers, but they purchased the node. Those keys were insecure in the sense that they passed through a few hands. This led to someone taking advantage of this and draining. From what we know, from what we've heard, they've drained the node. That is a security issue. Someone running, a node from their garage have a very, very small understanding of how things should run. From what I can tell, the point behind this is pretty much that, we should only have professionals. We should only have people that know what they're doing. There's no room for people to learn. And if you don't have the machinery and equipment right now, then you shouldn't be doing it. It's as simple as that. This isn't leaving room crypto's so new. You could be involved in so many different things throughout your life, then get involved in crypto, and you would need to learn so many new things. You could be involved in software development, internet, security, anything, and you still won't have a full understanding of what it quite means to run a node yourself. You need different amounts of machinery, you need a very good internet connection. But the main point from this is all nodes is transparent. They're always going to be transparent. They've always been here. They've been here since before we were here, way before that. And as you can see here on all of these other blockchains, it's pretty obvious that this is what they do for a business. This is what all nodes do. It's totally normal. And this whole situation, it's funny because it was 40, I think it was like 55%. Then they were like, oh, it's 40, they've got 40%. But the most important thing to note from this is they don't control nodes that rent infrastructure from them. They just don't do it. Okay, they're not just going to turn around and go, yeah, well, we're going to change everybody's votes. No one's going to notice. It's not, it just doesn't work like that in any way, shape or form. So another positive thing is seeing this V106 release candidate from LUNC Burn Army pretty much explaining what's going on, what's coming, what's going to be in these amendments, and what really is the heading of where we're going. It's really important that we keep getting these updates, because what I find is previously we had a Discord where they would update quite a lot of stuff. There was a lot of people talking, but mostly you saw a lot of the work that was being done. It was more or less you could get information based on how much time you put in. Whereas now, if you're not kind of buddy with certain people, you're simply not going to be getting good information. It's going to be very delayed getting to you. You're going to have to do a lot of work to get to it. This is an issue. This is always going to be an issue no matter what. You can't keep everybody happy, but at the same time, you should do your utmost best to ensure that people you have in those positions are not biased on who they're giving that information to. But really looking forward to just getting things done, because what we need is price movement. We need price movement to show people that things are working, and it's so important that when the market moves up, we move up with the market, because we don't want to be like XRP where the bull run happens and we just get left behind. It's so important. But I'm really excited for everything that's going on. Really happy to see all nodes, coming out with these really professional responses, not because what these people want is to be fueled. They need responses to fuel their FUD, their whatever you want to call it, these campaigns, these missions they get on time and time again. When we see someone who doesn't get their own way, they get kicked from a team and they go into nuclear mode. And we have seen this time and time again. We've seen it with multiple people leaving Terra Rebels, and I guess it's just human nature, but it's so obvious. It hurts that it's so obvious, but hopefully now, and what I think to myself is that, all nodes are a very, very big company. They've got a very, very strong reputation, and they've got a lot of good vouching behind them. I mean, JWAMB must have a good standing with all nodes for the amount of work that they put in with these blockchains time and time again. You'll probably sit here listening to this now and say you've had an issue with your seeds, or you've possibly given out your seeds by mistake. Guess who you can go to deal with a hacked wallet? All nodes. So say they start undelegating all of your coins and doing all of those kind of things, and you're panicking. Your best port of call is all nodes. They can give you a specific piece of a contract that can outsmart any of these, we just don't see these things. We need to ensure that we're showing these people the same amount of support that they're showing us, because we are at a point now where, and I'm going to keep saying this, we need builders. We need people who are going to support, not people who are just going to destroy, throw their toys out of the pram and start attacking everybody and turning, everybody's an enemy. Everybody's compromised. Oh, it's all over. We're not going to get anywhere with this kind of attitude. And what the community always wants to see, you know, work together, guys, you know, band together, stay strong. But the biggest issue we find right now is there's so many of these sneaky people, destructionists, and these back and forthers who are acting to be on side but are simply not. And you know, you as a community, you don't see a lot of the stuff that we see as people who, you know, go out, we find the information, we're in and out of all of these different kind of places, meetings and groups, and we see, you pick up on people's grammar, you pick up that, oh, hang on a minute, this person is actually this person. And you know, we see so many people that act to be white cloakers, but really they're like multiple people, multiple accounts. It's all food for thought. It's all stuff to know. These are all, you know, the things that I pick up on, what I'm seeing and everything like that. But what I do know is the new L1 team are managing to stay above the BS. I don't want to say the bad word this early in the morning, but they managed to stay above it all. And that's so important, not to get dragged into this drama, because when you fuel it, that's what they want. They want us to lull around. They want us to do nothing. They want us to argue with each other. When we're divided, we will do nothing. So another thing, just to let you guys know, if you know what ChatGPT is, go on ChatGPT. If you don't know what ChatGPT is, Google it, go take a look. Little task for you guys this morning. Let me know about this in the comments if you do it, or if you know, have dealt with ChatGPT before, and just ask it what his prediction is for Lunar Classic in 2023. Guys, let me know what response you get in the comment section. Really interesting to see if it gives the same response to everybody. And like I said, if you don't know what ChatGPT is, go take a look. Guys, have a really, really nice Wednesday. Stay safe. Beware of scammers. Beware of doppelgangers. Beware of anybody who's tended to be me. None of this is financial advice. And guys, remember, you can subscribe. You can tap the like button. It's very easy to do. You can drop a comment. It really does help the channel. It helps us reach more people, and it helps support this channel so we can grow as big as some of these other channels and stay in the game. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.
By listeners like you. By listeners like you. How is entertainment possible? By listeners like you.